how to create a machine for social content creation without relying on those overwhelming social media content calendars? All right, so let's address the elephant in the room real quick. I do not like those content calendars. I don't like it when people ask me for content calendars. I don't like it when people try and put those content calendars together. I have seen again and again and again where those just end up overwhelming people and making them feel inadequate. And on the flip side, when they do tend to actually get executed and pushed out, they tend to be so disconnected from what's happening in the day-to-day that they don't tend to get very great engagement. So maybe it's a great way to get some content going out if you've got absolutely nothing and you've got someone who can just execute it for you. But I'm going to be honest, I think most times those content calendars end up doing more damage than good. So here's what I do instead that allows me to create content consistently that is able to be sensitive to what is going on in the marketplace, that it cannot be so far removed no one wants to interact with it, and also make sure that I'm not falling prey to my own ADHD and failing to get stuff out because I got distracted. So we're going to start with really basic. Step one, decide which platforms you want to be posting on and make sure you have some way to schedule those posts out. So if you are only going to be posting on like LinkedIn or Facebook, you can go in and schedule those posts, like go in and actually at the beginning of every week, schedule those posts to go out so you don't have to think about it. But if you're working on multiple platforms, you might need to look into a scheduling tool once you've decided which platforms you actually do want to be on. Now, at time of filming, we use a program called Metricool. I like this particularly because while it's relatively affordable, what I love most is that I can pop in the post in there and then I can edit by channel so that I can change the content up a little bit for Facebook, for Instagram, for LinkedIn, and everywhere that I want to post it, because I know that the same content isn't going to get the same amount of interaction across the platforms. Step two, you're going to decide how often do you actually want to post. If you're just getting this off the ground, I'm going to encourage you to do yourself a favor and just say, you know what, I'm going to just create 3 posts per week, like 2-3 posts per week. That's all I really need to get going at. If you really want to get excited about it, maybe you decide you want to do a post every single day or maybe a couple a day. I'm going to leave that one up to you. Step number 3, you're going to build your baseline of activities for creating content. So a baseline are all the things you're going to do on a reoccurring basis, the things that you are going to do over and over and over again, either daily or weekly or monthly, that's going to allow you to create the result that you want to create. So for example, my baseline for content creation is once a month, I have an entire morning blocked out that all I do is film videos for the next month's worth of social media. Weekly on Fridays, I sit down and I create all of the posts for the next upcoming month. I then label all of those videos and get them uploaded into folders on our Google Drive that my team can all access so that my video editor can go in and pull all of the clips and piece them together, and my team members can find the finished videos so they can actually post them. I literally don't have to do anything else when it comes to getting these things finished out and posted. I just have to get them recorded. Side note, if you don't have a team to help you out with this one, you may need to also plan time into your calendar to once a month edit videos together and get those scheduled out. Then weekly, I sit down on Fridays and I go into the same folder that the video is in for the week and I create content for the next week. So I'm going to create as many posts as I need to for both of our brands, Grow Disrupt as well as my personal brand. And I'm going to just I'll create the descriptions for the videos. We usually pull out shorts from the videos so we can push those out as well. So I will create descriptions for those shorts as well. I will create additional posts if there's a holiday coming up or just stuff that I want to talk about. Those all get created once a week on Fridays. It usually takes me about 20-30 minutes weekly to come up with the content for the upcoming week. Then on Mondays, my team members drop a link for me to the Google Doc that I had all of the posts written out in, and they've added graphics over the weekend for me to go in and review and then approve them or ask for edits. And then I have a team member that actually goes in and schedules everything out in Metricool. So your job right now is to decide what you want to do on a reoccurring basis. Do you want to record videos once a month? Do you want to record videos weekly? Do you want to create content weekly? Do you want to create content once a month? But whatever it is, create your baseline. I'm going to do this either weekly or monthly. I'm going to do this either weekly or monthly, etc. Just plan it out. Record videos, edit videos, create content, create graphics, I don't care. Now, step 4 is going to be actually creating that content. It's going to be hardest the first time, so cut yourself a slack. Take a deep breath. It's going to be fine. Go in, and I usually try and do one thing at a time. So this is why I film all of my videos on one day. I'm not going to do any editing, and I'm not going to create the descriptions for those videos on that day either, because I need different headspaces to do the different tasks. Even back when I was doing the graphic creation for my own social posts, I still created the content one day, and then I created the graphics the next day, because again, different headspaces. Now, if you happen to have a team, you might put together an SOP at this point that says, hey, I will upload everything here. You're going to go in on these days, and you're going to create the graphics to go through it, then you're going to send it to me for approval, and then you're going to post it. But whatever it is, you have to actually get your content creation cycle going. Last step is literally just rinse and repeat. If you know me, you know I talk a lot about doing a once a month CMO meeting. So you sit down and analyze what's working, what's not. You should probably do this here too. You're creating content throughout the month. So go in once a month and look through what's getting engagement, what's not. It will just, even if you just glance and you don't necessarily sit there and try to analyze, just be like, oh wow, that post got more engagement. Let's try and do more like that. Like, that's all you really have to do. You will find it improving over time, and you'll find it gets easier and easier the more you do it, because your brain starts thinking in terms of what kind of content could I turn into a post or a video, etc., etc., etc. Look, I get it. I talk a lot about how social media is not the end all be all for small business marketing, and it's not. Social media is an accelerator. It's going to make whatever else you're doing in your marketing more effective. That said, it is a really important piece of most small business marketing packets because it is free for the most part. It's relatively accessible. It creates a platform you did not have 2 decades ago. And really, honestly, if you had something that would allow you to get 10% more out of everything else you're doing, wouldn't you do it? If you've got questions, drop in the comments. I am happy to help out with trying to get your content creation cycle going so that you can start getting your business the attention that it deserves. Want to know how to create a machine for content? Want to know? Want to know how to create a content machine? What's just happened, yesterday or the week prior? I don't know where I was going with this. Oh my god, this is the last video. Create content consistently that allows me to... I do ba do ba do do ba do ba do. I do 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 do. I do ba do ba do. I do ba do ba do.